Hey guys, it's Dee, and I just wanted to come back with a quick deism. Tonight, I just wanted to share a little bit about something I believe we've been taught wrong. All through my life, through my seasons of being in ministry and just going to church, I told you guys about being told, you're not supposed to question God. We're not going to talk about that again tonight, but another thing is, we as we mature in Christ, we are told that, we only show one side. We show the victory in all things. And we do have victory in all things. We really do. But when things come at us and we have pain, or we go through traumatic experiences, if we lose somebody, or if we divorce somebody, or if we lose a child, or things like that, if we have church hurt, those different things. I've heard it said that, hurting people hurt people and don't bleed on people. I've heard it said several different ways, but the reality is we're still human beings. In Christ, we are victorious, but we're still human beings and we still hurt and we still have issues. And one of the reasons I know that God called me to ministry is because after going through the pain, after going through the divorce, after having lost 2 children, I was going through issues and I wanted to know why things didn't work out the way I wanted them to, why they didn't work out the way I initially planned. Because we all kind of have a plan for our life. And then when it doesn't turn out the way we want it to, it's disappointing. And some of us, we don't ask the questions. We just roll with it. And it's like, oh, well, yeah, it happened, but I'm going to act like it didn't happen. Well, if you don't acknowledge what you feel, you never heal. If you don't deal with the pain, you don't heal. You have to acknowledge it. You have to acknowledge that it exists. You have to acknowledge that it happened. You have to acknowledge that you participated in it. Not always is it your fault, but you have a part to play. And we have to take responsibility for our parts to play in things. But if we go through life with a facade on, with a mask on, acting like we've never been hurt, and we can handle everything and all of this stuff, like, yes, I have an S on my chest, I don't hurt, I don't bleed. We're never really going to be successful because those wounds are on the inside of us, eating us up alive. A lot of people talk about how they have cancer and they have issues with different parts of their body. A lot of that is unforgiveness. A lot of that is unresolved issues. A lot of that, if you would just forgive and let go and heal by, first of all, acknowledging that you have pain. So last night I looked at the video and I could have been like, oh my God, I'm not posting that because I got a little bit emotional. But the truth of the matter is, when you cut me, I bleed. When you hurt me, I might cry. When I acknowledge it, though, I heal. So even though I might have been emotional in the beginning, I ended strong, right? The thing is, God needs us to be healed on the inside. He needs us to be whole, to be able to do the things that he called us to. He wasn't walking around broken, and we shouldn't be broken either. And so people need to see that we have real issues and that our issues could possibly help them be delivered from their issues. And if we're hiding everything, trying to keep up a facade like I got it all together and nothing bothers me and you can't harm me and you can't hurt me and I don't cry tears, that's a lie. It's the truth that sets you free. It's the truth that lets people know that you can have compassion on them because you understand what they've gone through. People don't want to be judged. Nobody wants to be judged. So if you going through life like nothing ever happened to you and you never went through anything, then how you expect anybody to connect to you? You're not relatable. You know, how can somebody say, oh, well, let me go talk to D because D understands, or she'll not judge me. That's what we want in the church. That's what we deserve in the church. If the church is considered a hospital, and that's where you come to get healed and that's where you come to get whole, how can you ever get that if so many people have the facade on that you're too afraid to talk about it? If you're constantly going to the altar and you're getting prayer and you're walking away the same way and you never get the real understanding that it's a process to healing and you just took the first step, but there's more to it than that. If you never get told the truth that, you know, you have to feel the emotions and you have to feel the pain and you have to feel the brokenness. That's how you face it. And then once you face it, then you can heal from it. You can be delivered from it. Once you're delivered from it, you can help somebody else be delivered from it. But if you walk around not acknowledging it and acting like it never happened, or acting like you can't tell anybody, or people going to judge you, or people are going to, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks about you. It doesn't matter what anybody has to do or say about what you go through. What matters is that you're able to get it out of you and that you're not being infested by this emotion or this pain or this thing that you can't get over because you can't get out of it. You can't talk it out. You can't write it out. You can't open your mouth and just yell it out. You can't do anything because you feel restricted. You feel like you're not in a position to share, or you don't feel like you can share with anybody because you might get judged. I am not the judge. Jesus is. He's the righteous judge. Yes, I get to judge the fruit, but if you've never gotten whole and you've never gotten delivered from a thing, who am I to judge? I'm there to help you get past the point where you are so you can deal with that thing effectively and you can come to a place of wholeness and healing. And so, yeah, yesterday I dealt with that. And then tonight, something weird, and yet I understand and I feel for her. Something happened. We went to the store tonight. After Tyler got off from work, we went to the store. It was supposed to be a quick little run in, run out. But a stranger, somebody I don't even know, never met, never saw before, just stopped. And she emptied herself tonight to me. And I don't know, I think she wanted more from me. But all God gave me was to just listen. Because all she kept saying was, I'm never going to get healed and I'm never going to get whole until they pay. Until this person or these people who have done something wrong to her pay. And you know, God says, vengeance is mine. I shall repay. And I felt for her in that moment because there was nothing I can say to her. And I did try. There was nothing I can really say to her that would get her past the point of pain. I heard about 7 or 8 different things in her life that she is just holding on to. And it grieved my spirit because she was so hurt. And this lady is like in her 60s or 70s and she's unable to release it. And she said, I'll never, ever get whole because this hurts too much. I'll never ever get whole because they need to pay. And all I could think of was, you know, you need to let it go for you. You have to let it go for yourself. Your healing is not predicated on whether they pay. Your healing and your forgiveness, it has everything to do with you being whole. It has everything to do with you being okay. But if you feel like you can't ever get over it, or somebody did something so terrible to you and you can't ever get over it, you need to forgive them for yourself. You need to forgive them so you can get past it. You need to forgive them so you can get past the pain and just go forth with your life and enjoy the rest of your life. Because if not, you become trapped in that moment in time. You get trapped in that situation and you never get free from it, which means that you can't move on to the wonderful things that God may have in store for you. Each of us have something great in our lives, but if you're just stuck in that one rut of, oh, they did this to me, how could they do this to me? You'll never be free. So guys, I might have been emotional last night and I might have shared a lot of stuff over time, but know that there are two ways that I know God helps me to heal. One is by sharing. You know, we have victory by the word of our testimony, you know, and then the other way is writing and speaking. Those are my two ways of getting everything out of me. It helps me to heal. It gives me clarity on my life, all of those things. But some people make you feel like you have to hold that stuff in. Don't share that. I share because I know that I'm not the only one feeling it. I'm not the only one going through. I'm not the only one who this has happened to. So if I only connect with one person and that one person get whole because of me, get healed because of me, get free because of me, being honest and not lying about things and not having a facade on, then I know that God gets the glory in that. And I don't care what anybody else has to say about that. Because he uses whoever he chooses. And he chooses to use me. And I will do whatever he tells me to do, whenever he tells me to do. And I do believe that wholeness and healing is for all of us. But we have to acknowledge where we've been so we can move forward past that point and move into a place of victory in him. God bless you. I love you. Get free. I'm not saying do a video. I'm saying just get free. Talk to somebody. Write it out. Talk to God. Do whatever you have to do to get it out of you. And that way you can heal. You don't have to deal with diseases and just ailments because of unforgiveness. I love you guys. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you very soon. Be blessed and have a wonderful day tomorrow. Bye-bye.